The Teutonic Knights' control finally crumbled, defeated by the combined Catholic Lithuanian Polish forces, facilitated by the typical royal alliance of Władysław II, Jagiełło from Lithuania, marrying Jadwiga of Poland from Hungarian and Bosnian descent. As a consequence of the Battle of Tannenberg, Grunwald. The First Treaty of Thorn, 1410, was signed but ineffectual, although it financially crippled the Teutonic Knights. The Prussian nobility and 19 cities led by Danzig, Elbing, Chemnau, and Thorn revolted, having requested personal protection from the Polish crown, King Casimir IV, not from the Polish state. The Second Peace of Thorn, 1466, split Prussia into Western Royal Prussia, a province of Poland, and the eastern part, called the Duchy of Prussia, which remained with the Teutonic Order until 1525, as a Polish fief with headquarters in Königsberg. Poland was supported by the Holy Roman Empire, noble family connections, and by the military assistance from the Habsburgs, while the Teutonic Order had few allies. Royal Prussia and the trading cities like Danzig, as a reward for maritime support and a valued trading and financial power, maintained independence and privileges such as diet meetings, their own military, and the Germanic language for administration. Danzig even minted its own coins. The Hanseatic League, formally established at its peak, 1356, consisted of associations in over 100 cities and contours in non-Germanic cities with links to the Mediterranean and Crimea. The regional assemblies consisted of the Rhenish, servicing the Rhine, Westphalia, and the Netherlands, the Wendish in Lübeck, servicing Pomeranian, Saxon, and Baltic shipping, and the Prussian in Danzig, servicing the Teutonic lands, Livonia, and Sweden, and controlling the trade of the Slavic hinterland, Lithuania and Rus. Goods could be transported 40 kilometers by sea and only 2 kilometers overland per day. By the late 16th century, the Hanseatic League had imploded, caused by Denmark and Sweden taking control of the Baltic. The rise of the Dutch and the English merchants, Ottoman Empire's incursions upon its trade routes, and major social and political changes. Polish and Lithuanian grain exports, 70% via Danzig, increased by over a factor of 20, from 14,000 in 1491 to over 310,000 tons per year in 1618. From 1500, three major players came onto the scene. Johannes Gutenberg, the printing press, resulting in exponential growth of the printing material, literacy, and spreading of whoever's word. Nicholas Copernicus, born in Thorn, stated that the sun is the center of the universe, and Martin Luther, 1483-1546, educated in Erfurt and Wittenberg University, a then Roman Catholic priest and a theological educator, led the Protestant Reformation against the Catholic Church, differing on belief interpretations and the sale of indulgences, i.e., pay to be forgiven, and introduced the use of the vernacular in church services instead of Latin, and translated the Bible into a Germanic form and even the catechisms into Old Prussian. A truce was reached in 1555, Peace of Augsburg, whereby 224 German states could choose between Lutheranism or Catholicism. Most northern states became Lutherans, while in the southern states they remained Catholic. In the north, the Germanic nobility, with arranged marriages, gained power at the expense of the Holy Roman Empire. In 1525, the Teutonic order was ousted from East Prussia by its own Grand Master, when Albrecht of Brandenburg, Duke of Prussia, adopted Lutheranism under the overlordship of the Christian Poland in the Prussian homage. Hardly a sustainable situation. Lutheranism spread unofficially in Royal Prussia as well, while Catholicism survived in Warmia. By 1618, with Europe's population now as large as that prior to the famine and the Black Death saga, the wrangling over territories by the Holy Roman Empire, led by the Habsburgs, and the Lutherans with the advent of Calvinism, came to a head, with Spain, Netherlands, France, Denmark and Sweden taking sides, thus resulting in the 30-Year War. This, together with witch hunts, famines, typhus, bubonic plague, scurvy, and dysentery, reduced the Germanic states' population by 25 to 40%, and the males were halved. Particularly affected were the Rhine, Weser, and Elbe catchment areas, which includes Hessen, where 75% of the population died, and most castles and towns were destroyed by soldiers and mercenaries, some from Scotland, whose income came from looting. England and Brandenburg Prussia, shy participants of the conflict, finally managed to get themselves onto the European stage. While the Emperor lost power, Spain weakened, Netherlands gained independence, Sweden became a prominent force, Bavaria was defeated, and Austria, together with some Germanic states, continued to fight France and the Ottoman Empire. The Peace of Westphalia fixed boundaries, and the inhabitants of a given state were understood to be subject first and foremost to the laws and edicts of their respective state authority, not to the claims of any other entity, be it religious or secular, thus laying the legal foundations of the modern sovereign nation state.